Welcome to Godolphin's Quoz training establishments. We've come along not to look at horses for a change, because today the focus is on people, specifically young Emiratis, because Godolphin have just announced that there's a new training course being set up for them. It's called Masar Godolphin. It's a little bit like Godolphin Flying Start, and the aim is to bring more young people into the industry. We're going to find out a little bit more from the team involved. The 10-month Masar Godolphin course will start during the Dubai World Cup Carnival and take 10 Emiratis on the trip of a lifetime to Godolphin bases in the UK, UAE and Ireland. We found out more from Godolphin Chief John Ferguson. Masar Godolphin, an exciting initiative. It's been a while in the planning?
Yeah, really exciting. You know, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid has always been a great believer in education. And it's no different whether it's in business, whether it's in sport, horses. And therefore it was a natural thing for us to encourage young Emiratis to get involved in a program that is going to basically move them to a global level within Godolphin. And that is something that I think is incredibly exciting. And when His Highness came to me and instructed me to do this, with Ali Al-Ali's help, I think it really will crystallize something very special, hopefully for the young Emirati students, but also for Godolphin, because Dubai is Godolphin's home, and therefore it's only natural that Emiratis can enjoy Godolphin in a way that they haven't been able to before.
And I suppose with Saeed bin Sroor being at the sort of forefront of Godolphin for so long, it's kind of a natural sort of extension of what he's done. Is that fair?
I think absolutely right. And I think that, you know, people ask, you know, about trainers, but there are so many other aspects of horsemanship that are not training racehorses, whether it be buying and selling, whether it be breeding horses, managing farms, and you know, and then there's obviously all the racecourse side and everything else. And all these lucky young Emirati students will be able to take a real understanding of racing across the globe in every facet, not just training.
And you've sort of honed down a little bit what you do for Dali Flying Start, which is obviously similar, just the 8 students. Why did you arrive on that number? Because
I think if they're going to remain predominantly within the UK, I think that 8 you can spread around the trainers, and you can give them a really specialist experience. The thing about the Flying Start, there are 12 that they're usually older, they're often qualified vets, things like that. So they have a slightly different level. Whereas within a 9-month course, we can really specialise on each individual student with 8.
And likewise, concentrating on the UK, UAE and Ireland, not going to America or Australia. Any particular reason for that?
I think the main reason, again, is because I think if you move them to too many places, you sort of get a little bit of everything, whereas if they're there in the UK for a certain length of time, they'll get a really thorough grounding and understanding. And obviously after the first year, we'll take a look at it and see whether they've made the right decision, but I think it's the right thing to do.
And criteria-wise, in order to apply, you need to be between 23 and 30. Emirati, yes. Do you need to have a university degree? Do you need to have worked in a yard?
No, but I think all these things are helpful. At the end of the day, there's nothing you have to have. But I think when it comes to the interview process, because obviously, hopefully, a number of people will apply, the interview is very, very important, and you have to show that you have a real passion and you have a little bit of an understanding. And I think, obviously, if you have a university education, it might help you. But on the other hand, if you're a very special student that doesn't, take your chance.
And will the course be a little bit like Flying Start, in that there'll be sort of coursework elements and sort of proposals that they have to complete, or will it be more hands-on in the stables helping out?
I think obviously there'll be an academic side to it, but a lot of it will be a little bit more practical and really getting an understanding and working with people one-on-one, because I think that's so important, that they gain from other people's experiences, and I think that is one of the major differences between the two courses.
And I know it's only just been announced today, but you'll be getting several hundred applicants, you'd think, next year?
I hope so. We'll just see. At the end of the day, hopefully we'll get a really good quality, because I know perfectly well there are some amazing young horsemen here in the Emirates, and so hopefully 1 or 2 of them will apply.
Just to change tack completely, it's a massive week for Godolphin, but before we look at the Melbourne Cup, you must be delighted with what the team has done in Australia so far this spring.
It's been a tremendous year. You know, Haraki winning the Epsom was a huge result, and then of course, you know, Hartnell is flying the flag for the older horses and is favourite for the Melbourne Cup, and Astern is the leading miler, so you know we can't ask for more than that, and John O'Shea and his team are doing a great job, and now Saeed and Charlie are taking a team down to Melbourne as well, so no, the sky's the limit, and really looking forward to an exciting weekend.
It's been a bit of a sort of fact-finding mission for Charlie, but him and I know your son James is involved, have done really well, haven't they?
They've done well. They've so far first and third in the Geelong Cup, second in the Caulfield Cup, so a great start, and hopefully we can have a good solid result in the Melbourne Cup, and on from there.
Godolphin have been second in the Melbourne Cup 4 times or something like that, so it's the one you really need to win.
It's about time, and funnily enough, with Hartnell we have the favourite for the Melbourne Cup, so you get all excited now, but within about 24 hours beforehand you start feeling very sick because you think it really might happen. But we'll see. We'll see. He's a good horse. He deserves to be favourite, and we'll just see what happens.